What's going on YouTube? In this video, we're gonna talk about my favorite book. So if you're interested, keep watching. How's it going, guys? So I get asked a lot of times, Jamil, you are an interesting human being. You've learned a lot. You're 42 years old, so you've probably read a lot. What are some of your favorite books? And I love that question because books really, truly have helped shape me, mold my mind, taught me things about myself, taught me things about the world and the universe that have ultimately changed my life. And I think reading is so important, not only for entrepreneurs, but for everybody, right? And you're a child, you first learn to read and you get exposed to all of these worlds and you learn all of these amazing things, and it sparks your imagination and it teaches you about the triumph of the human spirit, and you learn about the hero's journey, and you learn about, you could read the Bible, spirituality. There's so many things that books allow us to learn about. Now, the fun thing about books that I also think is interesting is that you have one life, right? You're born, you live a life, and you die. And what ends up happening is a lot of times people will actually write down what has happened, their experiences, their triumphs, their lessons, the things that help them propel themselves in their book. So they tell you all about the life lessons, all the most important things that they've accumulated in their life, and they put it in one book. And now you get to read that book in a matter of a week, and you get to ingest that person's life experiences in 1 week. How cool is that? How cool is it that we can take books, that we can learn from different people, different experiences, different situations, from walks of life like Jesus, like walks of life like the Prophet Muhammad, walks of life like the Dalai Lama or Buddha, or whatever you want to learn, right? You can ingest this, you can take these life experiences and make them a part of your life in a matter of a week or less if you're a fast reader. And so my favorite books, and I'd love to share this because one book, and I know some of you are gonna laugh at this, but there's one book that I will attribute to sparking my mind and helping me on my path to entrepreneurship. And that book actually, oddly enough, was called You Are a Badass by Sincero. So I don't know if this book was really meant for guys. I'll just be honest with you. I think it might have been a book that was like written by a female author for other females, but I really, really got a lot out of it. And what I really got out of that book, the key concept that I got out of that book was she was saying that everybody that she'd seen be successful in their lives found a time or found some space to meditate in their life, and that the thoughts and that how people really created space or found that sense of silence were able to go in and extract big ideas or extract inspiration from that place of silence that allowed them to propel their life. Now, if you know anything about my story, if you know anything about Keegly, the company that I helped found, the name of that company actually came out of a session of meditation. In fact, many of the funny ads that you watch that I put on the internet come after I meditate. And so what I learned in that book changed my life profoundly. And so Jen, thank you so much. Another book that I truly, truly love is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book absolutely rocked me, right? Because it allowed me to understand that the concepts or what you think in your mind can actually allow you to grow rich. Just like the title says, think and grow rich, right? And so for any of you that haven't read that book, I highly, highly recommend it. It is an amazing read. Beyond that, just the lessons that Napoleon Hill describes, he actually interviews all of these really, really rich people in the time that he was alive, and he asks them for the key activities that they do day to day. And he was finding these repetitive things, these things that just kept coming up in every single person's life. And he chronicles that in that book, and I think it's an amazing one for you to read. And another book, guys, that I truly enjoy, that I think has been monumental to my life, was The Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. Try to say that 5 times. But that book was incredible. An amazing book, a spiritual journey of this yogi who essentially walks you through his childhood, growing up, his spiritual ascension, finding a guru, going to America from India, and then founding the Self-Realization Fellowship. And it's just an inspiring inspiring tale of this man's spiritual journey of self-realization, self-actualization, and actually finding his way to his true path and reaching the divinity that is within all of us. And I think it's an amazing book, and if you're inclined to read it, go and read it. Now, for any of you guys, if you have a book that you think that I should read, I would love for you to share that title with me. And so, if you got anything out of this video, do me a favor, subscribe, like, and share. But more than that, in the comments, please write the title of your favorite book, a book that you think that I should read, and I will read it and respond to you with my thoughts about that book. I hope you guys like this video. See you in the next one.